Now, has it gone on too long? I'd say yes. Yes, it's gone on too long. Three parts and why. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 11, and this is actually part 3 of this reunion. Like I said, has it gone on too long? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's gone on way too long. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But they start right in on the whole closet, what I will call it closet gate, honey. They were this whole situation about being in the closet, and one couch is saying one thing and everybody else is saying something else. And it's basically not the whole couch, it's Marlo and Nene. Or basically, it is what it is. Nene, you did what you did. You were out of order and you were hitting people. Basically, you were doing the absolute most, and it just was what it was. Um, and then she sat there and said, "The one thing I regret is all the cursing." And Andy was like, "Wait a minute. So you don't regret putting your hands on people?" And she's like, "Did I put my hands on somebody?" So we had to go through all that. And then they said, "Oh yeah, you did this, you did that." The one of the people you were fighting with, one of the producers, the one man's shirt was all tore up. The other man, we said his face was scratched, and he had hit his head up against the door frame, and his tooth was cracked, and somebody's back was scratched up. You was in there whooping some ass is what you were doing. So that $250,000 fine, I think she got off pretty easy. Pretty easy. But then there was this whole thing about Portia, and she's like, "I ain't put my hands on you, Portia." And Portia's like, "Well, how my belt coming loose, honey? I thought somebody pushed me." "No, I came out the closet," but it was just a whole mess. Then Eva started kind of chiming in and kind of siding with what Nene was saying, and I'm like, "Shut up, Eva, because she's gonna get you in a minute. So just hush, hush." But just the normal Nene. No accountability for anything that she did. It was what it was, and her attitude was very much, "I did what I did. I said what I said. Now what are y'all gonna do about it?" Her, that's very much her too. It is what it is. So I'll give her that. I'll give her an A for consistency, honey. She don't give a shit. She doesn't give a shit. And that was that. And then she had this little thing. She kept telling Candy all throughout this part, "Just hush, because you're not important right now. You're not important." I was like, "Child, y'all gonna do something with her, honey." Y'all, ooh, I couldn't. Anyway, Cynthia started talking, and Cynthia says basically Noelle was having a rough time. Still, and she's still kind of settling into being at Howard and all of that. That her first semester was kind of rough, and she had to kind of do a do over. So that was a nice way of saying I think she kind of did bad on the grades and stuff. So all right, girl, whatever. Here's what it is. Um, and they were saying that Mike tends to speak a lot about marriage when it comes to Cynthia. So I'll be keeping my ears and eyes open for that because it seems like maybe there'll be a marriage in our midst. And for a change, I'm cool with that because Cynthia seems pretty happy with him. So I'm cool with that. I'm kind of cool with that. Then we move into Eva and her wedding. Just a mess. Just a mess. They start again about the cost. They talk about the bridesmaid. When it went to the bridesmaids, Marlo kicks in with her bullshit. And she's going on and she wants to make it a point that everybody knows. "Oh, no, 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 no. You didn't just fall out with one bridesmaid, honey. There were like 3 bridesmaids that said they had a problem with you." Eva was still trying to maintain that it was really just the one, Shanita, and even Candy chimed in and was like, "Girl, then you need to really watch them and watch who you're really confiding in because there's more than one person talking smack on you or whatever." whatever. Yeah, real interesting. Then they and I knew this was going to come up because I said it during my review the week that it happened, where um when Nene was supposed to turn that mic off and come talk to her when they were at that restaurant, and Nene kept her mic on, and of course she just blew that off like that was no big deal. But again, we know had that been the other way around, and it happened to Nene would have had a fit, would have had a complete fit. I said, "Girl, you are a piece of work." And again, and everybody knows her. You know, they're like, "Oh, she ain't gonna have no comment." She don't. Whatever. I said what I said. I did what I did, and Marlo continually kept calling Eva a liar. Then asking her about did she actually have lesbian relationships when she lived in California. And this, that, and the other. And what I pulled from all of it, I really do believe that Marlo is very jealous of Eva. I think she's very jealous of Shamari. And I also think that she is jealous of Tanya. And that's because the two of them, Shamari and Eva, got peaches. Tanya seems as though she's on her way to getting a peach, and Marlo, you're never getting one. And I think she really is jealous. And but your problem, you fight with the wrong people, sweetie. They didn't give themselves the peaches. They applied and they got them. The one you sitting up there kikiing with, there's your problem. There's the one laughing and kikiing in your face and knowing that you ain't never gonna get no peach. She know it. Anyway, um, then they started with the stuff about Kenya and the party. And it really did drain my substance. I was like, I've had enough. I don't really care. Like, I really don't care. The more Cynthia started talking and they started showing back footage, yeah, Cynthia, you was looking like a liar. Like, you kind of knew that Kenya was coming, you know, and all of that. But even still, so what? So what? And Cynthia finally got to it and said, I don't give a damn. And if you want to give up the friendship that we've had all this time over this petty bullshit, then that's fine, Nene. I don't give a damn. And Nene's like, you ain't got to cuss at me. And she's like, I don't give a shit. I said, well, come on, Cynthia. Come on. So that was real interesting. I said, oh my, about time. About time. I think Cynthia's finally really over the whole Marlo and Nene thing, and so am I. It is. It's really sickening. It really is. It's really, really sickening. The two of them together. They were on my last nerve. But anyway, that's basically what it was. And then they just kind of wrapped it up. It really wasn't all that interesting. This third part could have been wrapped up. This didn't have to be 3 parts. It could have been 2 parts. All the time they were wasted on them fish in that pond, they could have just squeezed all this little stuff in there. I'm glad it's done. It's over, and we'll be looking for Potomac. So that's it, you guys. I'll catch y'all on the next wave. All right.